everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Zoom Insider. This show gives you exclusive access to the house of your favorite celebrity and also inside details of their lives. I'm right now standing in the corridor of someone who's so special. Well, let me give you a hint. Do you see this S here? Her name obviously starts with S. I'm talking about the talented Shruti Hassan. So let's go right inside her house. Come. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for inviting me to your beautiful place.
Welcome, welcome. Hi, come on in.
Come on in.
Jaldi, jaldi aao.
You look gorgeous.
Thank
Let's also
you.
say that. Hello, excuse me, everybody.
you,
Let's
thank you.
admire.
Thank you.
Love
Come on
it.
in. Shall we sit?
This area first, okay?
Okay.
This is, first of all, I think it's so well done. I know you always said that it's a very important part of your life, right? And like you, your house reflects who you are. So I also want to understand when you were building it, right? You're someone, by the way, she's done it all on her own. Let's just put it out there. And buying a house in Mumbai is a big deal. You know, you can be whoever. So I want to know about when you were starting to make your house. You were doing films, you were making your own space and being who you are, and then you built this little world. I want to know all about it.
So I'd actually bought another house before, close by, and I was in a different phase of my life, so the decor was like really weird, and it was like pink. I had a pink brick wall, but I always had my comic book references everywhere. So this house, I'm from Chennai originally, and for me, I think we're like much more used to space than people in Mumbai are. So I wanted to have more space and to have a kind of flowing fluidly up and down. And when I saw this shell of this house, it wasn't anything like this. I knew that I could make this into the home that I needed.
And it is. What's the first thing that you do after your hectic day? When you've met thousands of people and you just come to your own space and do, what's the first thing that Shruti does?
I take off my shoes because I have cool concrete floors and they're like cool all the time. Then I take off my bra. Then I
That's
walk
the
in.
best thing ever.
I think all women understand this because you're just like, I'm home. I wear my shorts and my t-shirt and I chill. Like I immediately shower and change.
That's the best thing, everybody. All women out there, you know exactly what she means by that.
Yeah.
So
Don't go in the comments and say, she क्या बोल दिया उसने? अगर आप bra पहनते तो आपको समझ में आता.
Absolutely. अगर वो comment करने वाले हो तो guys, you have nothing to say. But on that note, she said something very interesting. Like this little door. This is like the guest loo per se. But
The powder room, darling.
The powder room.
The
Sorry,
powder room.
forgive me. But it's so aesthetically done. You know, inside you have elements and stuff like that. Again, very her. Also this door. I want to read the quote out to you. The universe is over. It's my job to put it all in order now and lock the place behind me is
As
I leave.
This is Death from the Sandman series. Neil Gaiman is my favorite author, and this is from the graphic novel, so I did a big print of it.
I also love these little elements. Have you picked up stuff from here from your travels? Because I know you're somebody who loves
that painting. Actually, very bad. I'm not showing Shantanu's painting first, but
we will go there, of course.
I found this artist on Instagram in London, and then he sent me his painting. So I got that in London. There's a lot of knickknacks here and there. There's those tentacles. There's an artist in Goa who makes pottery and ceramic. So that is basically from the marbles don't come with it, but I put the marbles on. But I love, so that I got in Goa. And then I have my little altar in which I collect crystals from everywhere.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I saw the sage and I'm like,
Yes, we sage this house. This house is cleansed and saged and good. Yeah.
it's important.
Yeah.
And for all those who understand,
It's
the
a very
importance of it.
spiritually strong
It
home.
is.
We have our puja ghar over there as well. Shantanu does his Hanuman Chalisa every Tuesday. We're vegetarian in this house on Tuesdays, which is no fun. But yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's lovely. I feel like every bit of this house is sort of, it shows the whole of India in that way. You know, so many cultures, so many little things that you picked up in your old self. I love it.
Thank you.
So while we're here, I'll obviously have to mention something that I've noticed. This is the kitchen area. It's sacred, so we're not going there. But I would like to say, do a little peep out there and tell you that that's the kind of awards that is hidden away, tucked in a corner. Now, and this is to each his own, but it tells you a lot about how Shruti is as a person as well. You know, she's not someone she's confident, but she's never gone out there to sort of shout from the rooftops.
I'm actually quite underconfident.
Yeah. You are?
I feel, and I like to keep it that way. I don't like, it's not even humility. Little self-doubt is nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise you become an a-hole.
Yeah, that is true.
कि मुझे पता है.
हाँ, exactly. You're not, but I feel like there is enough confidence also in you.
Yeah. वो तो ज़रूरी
Which I think it's because whenever you meet her, you will get that. So, like you see, that's tucked away in a corner. We're going to obviously ask her a little about why it was tucked away in a corner. A lot of people like to put a whole mantle and right in the living room when you walk in.
I don't know.
Actors have a lot of like.
No, that's fine.
No, to each his own, like I say. To each his own.
Yeah, मेरा portrait.
That's a portrait. Like it talks a lot about this. So I want to know what that it's important for you to keep it a little there.
See, actually, people don't understand is like actually when I was shooting Gabbar is Back, Akshay Kumar said rewards, not awards. And I grew up in a house where Papa is like one room in the office. It has so many awards. It's like an Amazon go down for awards. Okay, it's just so many awards. So I was like, "Bhai, mere se na ho payega ye sab." So I've always been. I'm very thankful for the awards, but I don't know about putting it out and saying, "देखिए मेरे awards." But also, मैं हर रोज फ्रिज जाती हूँ. हर रोज वो मुझे दिखते हैं, and then I think. हाँ, अगर दूसरा फ्रिज खरीदे तो उसके ऊपर भी भरना पड़ेगा awards. So I have my own.
I love that though. I love that, but it gives you a little more insight into who she is as well, which is lovely. We're going to now go to the other side of it. The little space that she's created, which is a little bit of greenery, place that obviously my favorite area, dining room, because I get to eat. And I love doing that.
Yes.
It's a little space that is there. We're going to go head that side. To show a little bit more aspect of this beautiful house that she has here. And we're coming closer to our favorite area, which is that side, and we will talk about that. You were talking about the travels thing here.
Yeah, so this guy, it's to say positively and hopefully say F off to the things you don't want in your life, which is the biggest spiritual, like to know, no, not in my space, not this energy. So that's the norm. This I got in Europe. These little ones I got on Amazon because I just like skulls and sage.
But I love it.
Yeah, and these I got in America when I was traveling. The elemental stones. This was a gift for Diwali. This is my favorite tarot deck. I read tarot for myself and only few people. The Macabre tarot deck. So I just collect different things. This actually is one of the first gifts my dad gave my mum.
Oh, really?
So I've kept it carefully, and so it's just and there's my favorite Lord Murugan, and then there's Saraswati, there's Nataraj, and then that I got in Greece, which I thought was really beautiful and positive.
This is your spiritual corner.
Yeah, and it just encompasses, and I have my favorite Saint Frida Kahlo candle.
I love it.
So this was from LA. So I collect from everywhere, and then I have these silly things which people laugh at me, which is an energy cleansing spray. So we have
cleansing. The aura has been cleansed.
Yeah, it doesn't smell of anything. Yeah.
No, but it is.
I bet that's a scam.
I don't know. Yeah, but you like to believe it's not.
It's also psychological belief.
Yeah, it is. How was it for you in the beginning? Because you've been able to be extremely secure where you are, and in this industry, it's not easy.
It's not. It's kind of like, I think I did let it affect. Before I had this attitude of like, it's not. It doesn't affect me. Don't look at it. Don't go to social media. Just post and bounce. You know.
Yeah.
But दुनिया ऐसे नहीं चलती. Like we are human beings and we hear these things. And कभी ना कभी I feel अरे यार कुछ भी करूँ, इंग्लिश में बोलूँ तो बोलते तमिल में बात करो, तमिल में बोलो तो बोलते हिंदी नहीं आती, तो और कैसे कपड़े पहने, क्या कर रहे हो तुम, like हाँ ये साड़ी अच्छा है, everyday ऐसे everyday कौन पहनेगा साड़ी, you know. So there's a lot of things, but weirdly the more I worked on my mental health, the more I you know, going in therapy and acknowledging कि नहीं I'm not made of stainless steel, वो दुखता है. कभी लगता है कि not just for me कि आप कितने लोगों को ऐसे गाली देते हो, like why can't you just get a life, right?
So true.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So I feel अभी क्या हो गया है कि that teenage Shruti, who revels in being different.
Yeah.
Who in my school they used to be like, you don't listen to Backstreet Boys, why do you listen to this metal? I was like, more metal. You know, and why do you always wear black? More black. क्योंकि ये मेरा uniform है. I'm saying I'm not like you.
Yeah.
And the older I've become, the more I've returned to who I was when I was younger, saying, but this is me. और मैं और करूँगी क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा लगता है.
This is a beautiful green area that you have.
I don't know why Shantanu's left his Fitty Sen ka dabba out. I'm so sorry. Does anyone want a Fitty Sen cookie?
Oh yes, it is.
It's a Fitty Sen cookie.
You know, you were talking about music.
Can we sit?
Yeah, of course
sit
we can.
here.
Come. We were talking about music, Shruti. I think you got very. Anyone who tries to figure out Shruti from a playlist, I don't think we're able to figure it out.
I think my last song. I listen to a lot of UK grime. I listen to metal every day, and I've been listening to my favorite band Korn every day. It's just weird. I've regressed while I progress, you know. And I listen to Slipknot and Korn every day now because it's my workout music.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, go Shruti, you can do it. Like, yeah, you know. And I just recently heard Anirudh's entire Leo album because I'm so proud of Ani and all the amazing work he's done. So I wanted to listen to that. And then I discovered a song by Diljit called Case. And I really loved it. I had never heard of it.
That's true.
And Shantanu was like, what the hell? And then I also listened because he was like, ye kahan se aa gaya beech mein? Then I listened to a lot of dark wave, new wave, post-punk stuff.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of all of that, will always, like every week, I'll need to listen to Rahman Sir's Muqabla. I don't know why. It just makes me feel really good.
I love the track.
Yeah.
And because you said this, so
Because he's
you
like,
see.
and I'm like, yeah, okay.
I love the track.
Yeah.
But you see, you get the idea of where I was going with this. I think it's amazing. And I am so proud that today as an artist you're putting out so much more music. In the beginning I know you said you will, but you are doing that.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied at that place? Because you are truly doing exactly what you wanted to do.
No, I mean, I take every day and I practice gratitude. But I always also say that I need to do more. I need to do more music. I need to do better films. I need to do better performances. Like that's just my mindset. So today I have gratitude, and then right after that I'm like, but what more? Yeah.
But you, with the track that is out right now, which has received so much of love.
Yes.
Again, it's the music that you do and you love, and you've been able to amalgamate 2-3 things in it, and which is why people I think like your music. It is very different. It has an own individual thing. It's not like the others that are doing it.
Yeah, with Monster Machine I wanted to kind of hark back to where I started, which was poetry.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to over sing in the beginning, but I had this feeling inside me कि मुझे कुछ कहना है. What is it? What is inside me? And I realized it's a monster, and we all have it.
We do.
And I mean, I speak in Shantanu's on the track as well. We wanted to show like, I mean, it's a love song to self and then to someone else. So I wanted to use his voice because he's kind of like, you know, I always tell him, you know, people कहते कि our angels have met, but for us our monsters have met, you know. So it's a song of self acceptance. हर रोज we see on Instagram perfect glow, filter, amazing, ये वो सब ठीक है, लेकिन अगर आप darkness को acknowledge नहीं करेंगे, you will never enjoy the light. This is what I believe, you know. So this song is an amalgamation of singer, songwriter, poet, and of course there's a bit smattering of Tamil here and there because I'm very Tamil.
Okay, we're talking about music. We are going to go to now an area which is, I'm sure, for every artist sacrosanct. It has the very famous Adiola. You're wondering what Adiola is? We'll have to go there and find out. Her two best friends. She doesn't usually let everybody come and see them.
Okay, I'm going to come there. So
So let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
No problem.
Are you ready to introduce your best friends to the world?
Yeah, so guys, I'm sorry about the mess. We're doing like a shoot here, so it's a bit of a mess. But this is my new music book that my dad gifted me, and I love it because it has my initials, and I can actually write music in it. So that's my new present, which is lovely. This is my piano.
The lovely
she's
Adiola,
called
everybody.
Adiola, and that is Fiona. So if anyone's heard a song called Body by Russ Millions, then you'll know why they're called Fiona and Adiola.
So
Go
you
check it
will
out.
know. Go find out. And you have seen Shruti practicing
Yeah, many
doing
times I've
all her
paused.
session.
Yes.
But actually, how many hours have you been practicing since you've full on gotten
So
back
they
to
say
music?
that you should complete 1,000 hours. I've completed the 1,000 hours for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't check like that. But I do vocal exercises every alternate day for 15 minutes.
She is a very important part of your life.
Yes, this is my
100%.
baby. This is where all my feelings, my emotionality happens. Yeah.
The emotionality happens. I also want to know, where do you write in this house? Is there a corner that you write specifically?
The couch.
The couch is the place
Yeah,
where
yeah,
you
yeah.
write?
But I end up writing a lot on aeroplanes because there's no phones, there's no phone calls. You don't want to talk to the passenger most of the time. So वहाँ पे, I don't know, being in the sky, it's really inspiring. I write a lot of my poems on aeroplanes.
That is so interesting to know, and also I'm sure Fiona also appreciates you.
So I have to tell you guys, when I first got her, she was facing outwards क्योंकि हम setup कर रहे थे. My building people thought that I stand and watch everyone coming in and out. Yeah. So that's Fiona. सबको डराती है.
I think it's lovely. And this is the most amazing collection. This I think is both a lot. It's Shantanu and yours, right?
Yes.
This collection, because it
Mostly
is
mine.
magnificent people who
The toys mostly are Shantanu's. The Batman's been with me. He's been my Batman for years. That's from video games Shantanu plays. The ducks are all mine. I collect them from everywhere, so you can see.
I love it. What's the story?
Switzerland, and then there are different kind of ducks. There's Batman duck, nurse duck.
I love it.
Bridal duck, policeman duck. This duck is from Greece. This is vampire duck. So bishop duck. So
I'm tripping over vampire duck, but I love it. It's the cutest
and then
thing
the
ever.
biggest king duck. Yeah.
But I know there's a story here. I love it.
This is Death from Sandman, again the same one from the
Correct.
door. And then this, if anyone remembers, are trolls. They were my favorite toys as kids, but trolls are now my least favorite thing.
But you deal with them okay. I
But,
don't think
yeah.
it bothers you though.
If trolls look like this, I would like them.
But we do. The thing is, we would never know what the trolls are. They don't have the courage.
हाँ, तो आप face नहीं दिखाते ना, इसीलिए. हाँ,
Exactly.
there you go.
But then I love it. This is also a corner where you have like some lovely books and,
Yes.
and all of that. Pretty much a collection that a lot of people who play video games, watch a lot of
Graphic
movies,
novels.
graphic novels. So
Yeah.
we'll be a little jealous right now, but there we've given you a little insight. And this is also the area, and sometime like you were seeing, where Shruti does her photo shoots.
And my workouts.
And this is the area where you're sweating it out and
Yeah, my TRX cable is hidden here, so I do it here. I don't like gyms so much.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
think you've been killing it with the kickboxing.
Yeah, I do. I do love MMA. It really makes me feel very centered. Heavy metal and martial arts are like my way to go in life.
Heavy metal and martial arts. What a combination. I love it. Okay. Now, but pretty much, I think this house has everything around. I like the way it's been structured as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The corner.
I like the up and down a lot.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like life. yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're going to come to a segment where we show a very important portrait. Let's talk about
Let's talk about
Shantanu Hazarika's absolutely brilliant piece of art, yeah?
Yeah, this is one of Shantanu's works. So he created it and printed it onto fabric and then painted over the fabric. And I can't even tell you what the painting's called because it's really inappropriate. But I love it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because I went to one of his exhibitions and obviously one of the most...
yeah. It was there, I think.
Yeah.
So this we had to. I mean, he was like, "Oh, really? My painting in the house?" And I was like, "We have to have a painting of Shantanu's in the home, and I kept it here so that everyone who sits
Can
and they'll
admire
be
it.
like, oh, what is that? And I'll be like, Shantanu made it.
She's such a cheerleader.
I'm really,
I love it.
No, I'm really proud of him.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like
he's amazing.
super proud of him, and he's just really gifted, and in a very, and I think we bond on that. Like we create things that we believe is fun for us.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know. Yeah, yeah.
We're going to come and sit now in an area where all her guests sit.
Yeah.
And have the rest of the chat here.
Gee.
And Shruti in her heels can now feel at ease.
I'm good. These are anciently comfortable heels. Yeah.
But this is the space also where you sort of chill with friends and stuff like that.
I chill with friends, and when I'm not shooting, this is where I veg out for like 2 days straight. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I totally veg out here. I love my couch. I love Clara will be here. Usually Clara sleeps on that corner and then like attacks my toes sometimes, and then I sit here and like watch movies, and I have like a home theater, so that's the projector, and just watch movies, and I chill out here.
I love this space.
And I watch Love is Blind here.
Of course you do. But I was very invested in their lives at a point. And I used to keep telling my God,
I
why
know.
should that go?
I don't like reality shows at all.
Yeah, but I like sitting and telling them, don't do it.
Yeah. It's just Love is Blind has got me. I love the feeling of falling in love. Watching other people fall in love, and then you're like, nahi, ye sab pyar nahi hai. Like all those comments. Yeah, I love it.
While we are here, I definitely must say that you've also been someone who's not going regular to parties, and a lot of actors are often told that, right? That you have to be seen enough.
I used to.
Yeah. You have, again, like I said, you've reached that space of security where you feel like I'm going to do exactly what I want and not listen to it.
Well, I'm sober for 8 years now. So I don't judge people who drink and party, because I used to have a drink and party, it's fine.
Sure.
But it's not the environment that I can continuously put myself in, because it's a part of not drinking and staying sober, and I've never done drugs. So just living a sober life is like super important. And I feel I did start drinking because of social anxiety. I used to go to these parties and I felt really uncool, and I didn't know what to say, and I would get liquid courage, to help me through. So it's like really triggering for me, so I just leave those environments behind. And now, by the time I passed out from high school, I'm like this only. I feel like that now, here, and I'm making the kind of music I want, I'm playing the kind of roles I want. By God's grace, I'm getting those opportunities.
And Hollywood too, I just want to say, international, not just national.
Yeah, so I'm really in a good, fun space.
We were talking about Shantanu during the interview, and I said that I've met him, and I feel genuinely he's among one of the most really nice and grounded people that exist.
Yeah, बहुत समझदार है वो.
And he's just, and he's also very, very chilled out.
Yeah.
You look at him and then you find yourself hyper, and then you just see him like, he's just so not bothered by it.
Yeah.
Zen. That is exactly what I was going with. I want to know, has he brought that calmness to your life as well? And I think you also have, and
I brought Aag to his life.
But he's I think like he always says that, I love it. He loves the energy that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
He always says, I'm bored without you. So I don't know if I'm the Aag or the Cartoon Network of his life. Abhi tak decide nahi hua hai. But I definitely feel he has brought things that I cannot, to my life that I can't even articulate, to be honest. Outside of the relationship, like a relationship is one thing, but I always believe it starts in a friendship. And he's really been the best friend I've ever had.
Yeah.
So he understands me, he never judges. I'm so tired of being judged and told what to do. It's so nice to be with a person who says, live and let live. I'll do my thing, you do your thing, and we come together only to care and respect each other. Is such a blessing. And he's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. He's my best friend. Yeah.
Also, I love that he interacts with the paps now, which I was teasing him last time.
Yeah. He's like, babe, the paps came to me only, and then we had chicken tikka after the party, and I was like,
cute.
He's just super chill. Yeah.
But I love that for you. I feel like there is that sense of a true companion that we see. We all say that we want to find. And I know Pyar Dosti hai and all of that. In her case, it's really turned out to be
It's
true.
really
so. I don't want to be this sappy, but it's
and you know
true.
the thing is that a lot of people, like even in the comments, will be like, "ये क्यों दिखाया? हमें नहीं देखना है." But I think it's important as a woman to say, "Look, I'm this old. I've chosen not to get married. I've chosen to love in the way that is acceptable to me. I'm in the movie business. My business is my business. My personal life, they do not mix. As long as you're not doing something illegal or criminal,
Absolutely.
जो करना है करो. And why should people be told? Because men marry women and then it's like, oh, the wife, the children, or the
100%.
girlfriend, and it's fine. But there was always the stigma around women not showing it much. Or jaldi jaldi shaadi karo. Abhi to uski. I was like, none of this applies to me. I have a partner I'm proud of. I'm as proud of him because he's my choice. He's a choice I made. Just like I make the choice to play the piano and I make the choice to go and work hard every day. So I love sharing my choices with the world. If I have not kept quiet about the choice I made to seek therapy and sort out my mental health, why would I hide a partner? Do you know what I mean? This is one of the greatest choices I've made. So I feel that it's really important for me as a woman to say, these are all, you can do all of this and you can do it on your own terms.
You did go international. You are going international. I love that. Tell us a little more on it. You've been, of course, balancing the two places, your India and then you're shooting outside as well. And you've been doing that for a while now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
So I finished a film called The Eye, which is doing the festival circuits abroad. It just won awards at the Greek Film Festival.
Woohoo.
And what was really, I loved the story. I really love stories that have confidence in themselves. You know, there's this whole thing of film itna hona chahiye, but it's like cutting someone's conversation short. You don't know how they want to say it. You don't know. So this movie felt like a conversation that needed to be had. And I don't mean the political conversation. I mean, it felt like this character speaks this way, at this pace, at this length, about her despair. I met some not so great people. I've met some great people in the movie business. But this set of people collectively, it's the first time in Tamil there's a word called like, there's an expression like Nalla Amanjirku, which means like, how to say, it's flowed in perfectly, like it's just sat in its correct space. Because it is an amalgamation of such wonderful people. I adore Prashant sir, and Bhuvan sir shot Monster Machine, which was incredible. I was like, I'm making this music, and he was like, come Shruti, I'll shoot your video. And I was like, sir, I can't afford you. And he's like, I'll just shoot your video. Oh, nice. How does that even happen?
Seriously.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then...
sorry I interrupted you, but I love the video. From the concept to the way it's been shot, so, you know, amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was really amazing, and he was so collaborative with our director, Dwarakesh, who's from Chennai. And then we had one more version, which is like another story. It will be in my autobiography, but like...
I hope you're writing it already.
No, I always am waiting for some people to die, so then I can such बोल सकती हूँ मैं.
Yeah.
और
NOCs from
yeah, कितने NOC लेने पड़ेंगे भाई? So we did that version, and then when we were coming down to the second version, Bhuvan sir was like, no, let's do it bigger, better. And then Prashant sir was like, use the part of the Salar set by not using, like, who even, such generosity of spirit. Prabhas was like, tell me when it's releasing, I want to tweet it, okay, I don't know how to do it, but I'll do it. And I was like, and feeding us on set, like he feeds us too much, but just good energy.
Wonderful. You know, we spoke about Shruti the musician, the artist. Let's talk about Shruti the actor, because you've been very patient in waiting and holding your ground. You know, if in between, of course, everybody has to pay their own bills, and she pays her own bills.
I really do.
Yeah.
There are comments for Monster Machine saying, "Papa के पैसे से बनाई नहीं, मेरे पैसे से ये घर, मेरे पैसे से ये कपड़े, मेरे पैसे नहीं ये return होगा, ये जूते मेरे पैसे से."
Magnificent jute.
Yeah.
So you are in your space trying to do the best with the offers that you get, but you're not getting restless. It's very difficult to be this patient, and you've been, and that is why these choices come out.
It's because Rudranya was written off very badly right in the start. There was a review that says, "तुम इसको अंदर किसने छोड़ा निकालो उसको." Basically, it was in the Hindu in Chennai. I remember it. It was so cruel. I understood that they didn't like it, but it was so cruel. I think anyone else would have quit. But I'm like that, बेशरम. So I was like, नहीं, मैं करूँगी और मैं ठीक से करूँगी क्योंकि मुझे मजा आता है ये काम करने में. And it's been a journey. I'm not a naturally gifted actor, and I have worked. And I've worked to a level where I seem naturally comfortable in doing it because I enjoy it. It is my lifeline, it is what I grew up around. I've done commercial films, I'm not ashamed of them.
Yeah, of course.
I am not. They've given me great success. They've given me audiences I could have never reached otherwise. And
they've given you that power position that you have today a little bit.
Yes, definitely. And only they have, actually. And then there are films I have really loved and put my heart and soul into, and they've not worked, and that's okay. But this place is my place. The film industry is my home.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it in a nepotistic way
I know.
alone, because yes, nepotism है क्योंकि दरवाजे खुले मेरे surname से. But I know, hand on my heart, with God as my witness, my parents have never helped me. There were many times I wanted to pick up the phone and say, Papa, I'm like not getting work, what can I do? This is like earlier on. I figured it out. I figured it out like any other girl in any new job. I love being here and I love the stuff I'm working on. And I feel I am not everyone's cup of tea when I brew it myself. So, you know.
First of all, thank you for being a part of Zoom Insider, giving us a little bit more inside details about who you are and your house.
I also want to clarify क्योंकि लोग बोलते हैं दीवारों पे पेंट नहीं लगाया. Every time they see my house, this is on purpose. ठीक है. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, this is a vibe.
This is a vibe. It's
How do you look back at your journey, Shruti, from you starting off and today sitting in your own house, with a partner who both of you are so proud of each other, and that's how it should be. Secure
And my cat.
happy. And your cat Clara, who I'm very shocked hasn't made an appearance. I have to show you all Clara, which you will see.
She
and
will
she has a
not.
mind of her
नहीं,
own,
नहीं.
so I don't know.
उसकी अभी तक एजेंट मैनेजमेंट टीम सेट नहीं हुआ है तो वो कैमरा के सामने नहीं आती. That's
So
what I say.
Clara is going to be on her Instagram. That's the only way
Yeah.
you get to see Clara. But she's an important part. How you look back at this journey, sitting here, we'd like to sort of hear more about how you look back at it.
I'm very grateful. Really, I'm very grateful. I'm thankful for all the stuff that has happened in my life. There's some avoidable shit which I think, arey yaar, but mostly I would say 98%. So happy with all the lessons I learned, the people I met, the work I did, the friends I made, the friends I lost. All of that has led me to this point. And today, I feel really one with the synchronicity of the universe.
Like I said, she put it so beautifully together. Did you hear that?
Thank
Please
you.
listen to that again. But I think it is, every word that you said is true. I just hope I live my life as authentically as you've left yours.
You have.
I mean, I try.
She's also pagal like me only. Yeah.
I am a little bit, and I think that is why I'll always call her a friend. But I really admire what you've been able to do with your life. But Shruti, since you are here, we must end with fun questions for Zoom Insider. Are you ready?
Ready.
Has to be a little about the house and everything. Ready? The first thing that comes to your mind. Okay. What's one corner of your house that only you're allowed to sit and nobody else can?
No, I don't have any corner like that. I'm very open and generous with sharing space.
Okay.
Just not sharing food so much, like from my plate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not sharing food space is fine.
Yeah.
Very joy of you.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah. But if we should not go and talk about friends.
No, we can't. मुझे रोना आ जाएगा.
We can't.
Yes.
Okay. But one thing that you think you make the best.
Sambar.
Yeah.
Yeah, notoriously good sambar.
One that you think Shantanu makes well.
He makes khichdi really well, and he makes aloo pitika very well, which is an Assamese dish.
It is, by the way, I love aloo
Actually, he
pitika.
makes everything he decides to make really well. It's frustrating because he learned cooking only during COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is your space in the house where you think you can have your romantic dates when you can? Which is that space here?
I think we have romantic dinners where I set the table and
Properly and all of that.
we
How
light
sweet.
a few candles and we have a conversation where we put our phones away.
See,
Yes.
it is important to do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You mentioned that you have the projector here. What is the last thing that you binge watched?
The last thing I've binged watched is like rewatched is Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
And I'm like at the end of towards the end of season 6. I have an obsession with Thomas Shelby and Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
And
It's amazing. I love the series.
yeah, so I keep rewatching Peaky Blinders. There's something wrong with me. It's like an affliction. Yeah.
What is one song of yours that you'd like to do your own rendition? What would that be and why?
What do you mean? A song of mine, matlab?
A song of your any film song. Maybe it's not yours.
mine, but Papa has a song called Anbe Sivam, and I would love to redo that with Papa. Yeah,
Please make it happen.
Yeah, that would be great. But we're already working on a music project together. But it's just Papa's lyrics.
Because you have so many books and you made the joke about autobiography. But will there be a biography, if not autobiography, ever that you want to write about your life? Because it is so interesting.
Oh God, I don't know.
And you must have given little thought to it, no?
What, say things as they are.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all are ready.
I'm ready for it, please.
No, I'm too young to even think about it.
No, not now, but eventually maybe.
If I find out I'm dying, I might do it.
You think?
I mean, it just.
I just
And then NOC की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं निकल जाऊंगी तो क्या है?
amazing.
तब सब निकलेगा.
Let me see. What do you think the title would be? I don't want to think of you dying. That's not where I'm going with this
She
at
came,
all.
she saw, she fucked it up.
And she conquered a little bit. No. She conquered also. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. What is one object in this room that is most personal to you? In this house, not the room. And why? And the story behind it.
I think it's that photograph of my dad and me and my sister. My mum took the photograph, and that frame hasn't been changed in over 25 years. It's the same frame.
Yeah.
And it was in our home in Kodaikanal.
Yeah.
And that's Kodi, as people call it. And I love that because it, kind of keeps the family together in my head.
There's a ritual that my mother tells me to do, like sit and then do like a little bit of a prayer before leaving the house. Is there a ritual that Shruti follows?
Oh yeah, like we do all of it. Here, Shantanu and I both put vibhuti before we go for any important things, and we always do a prayer and we leave. Yeah.
How lovely. When was the last time you missed this house so much because you went out to travel, and what is it that you missed most about it?
Clara, because the house is fine and is taken care of by the wonderful staff I have at home and the team I have at home.
Yeah.
But Clara, like, she doesn't understand, right? And she can't be like, hey mom, what's up? I was scratching my bum today, or like, she can't tell me anything. So I FaceTime her, and then she's really sad. But more than me, she really misses Shantanu, and I can't explain. So it's really Clara.
Shantanu is, I think, winning the #1 cat dad title for sure.
110%. And I just want to tell people, before we moved in, he was like, I just want to say I'm a dog person. I've never been around cats. And then now he's like, that's my daughter you're talking about. Yeah, it's bad.
We're ending with this last question. What is a misconception that people have about you, which obviously after they meet you, it has changed?
I don't know if it's changed, but even my mom was saying, and then another friend was saying that I seem really intimidating. And I don't mean to intimidate unless you deserve it. But
snap.
No, I think people think people don't realize how sensitive I am. Yeah, it's not a misconception. I think people think I'm really like rock hard and arrogant and I can take it. And I actually can't. I cry a lot and I'm super sensitive. And I react quite aggressively when people lie to me. It's just a problem I've always had. Because it's not I made a promise to myself that I would try not to lie. Because it's really hard to keep track of lies. So it's like Steve Jobs with his one black shirt. I was like, जितना झूठ बोलोगे उतना time उसमें जाएगा जिसका time आप किसी और अच्छे काम पे use कर सकते हो. So when people like blatantly lie to me, then I'm a bit of a bee. But otherwise the misconception is basically, even with people close to me, that Shruti can take it. She's tough, right?
Yeah.
She'll make a joke about it. She doesn't care. She has a middle finger up. She'll do it. But actually, I'm super sensitive. Yeah.
That she is. And on that note, thank you once again for being super sensitive and for being who you are. Like I said, I will always admire your strength, your vulnerabilities, and your artistic abilities.
Thank
you for being part of Zoom Insider and giving us this wonderful welcome
Thank
to
you
your
guys
house.
for coming over.
Lots of love. Let's Thank you so much, everybody. We love it. Bye.